Hi guys, my name is Carlos, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the automated machine learning capability of Azure Machine Learning to train and deploy a predictive model. First, I'm going to show you how to create the Azure Machine Learning workspace. Then I'm going to create the necessary compute resource to implement the experiment. Then I'm going to create the dataset. Finally, I'm going to train the machine learning model and deploy the model as a service. So let's get to it. So to use the Azure Machine Learning, you first need to create the workspace in your Azure subscription. You can then use this workspace to manage data, compute, resource, code, models, and other artifacts related to your machine learning workloads. Here I'm going to type machine learning and I'm going to create the Azure Machine Learning workspace. I need to specify the subscription, need to create a new resource group. I need to specify the workspace name. I'm going to select the region. It's going to create a default storage account. I can create here the container registry. I'm going to create a new one. Okay. Everything is okay. I'm going to hit review and create. And I'm going to hit in create. You need to wait for your workspace to be created. It can take a few minutes. I'm going to pause the video. So once your deployment is complete, you can go to the resource. Here you can see different level for the properties for the resource, and here you can launch the Azure Machine Learning Studio. Here you need to switch to the compute cluster tab and add a new compute cluster with the following specifications. I'm going to select the same location as the workspace. I'm going to select the virtual machine tier dedicated. It's going to be the CPU type, and I'm going to select this one type of machine, the standard DS11 V2. Okay, I'm going to hit next. I'm going to select the maximum number of nodes 2. I'm going to specify the compute name. Okay. Everything is okay, so I hit create. It's going to take a while. Then I'm going to create my dataset. In Azure Machine Learning, data for model training and other operations is usually encapsulated in an object called dataset. So here I'm going to hit the dataset level, and I'm going to create my dataset from web files. The dataset that I'm going to use is going to be the historical bicycle rental. I'm going to use this to train a model that predict the numbers of bicycle rentals that should be expected on a given day based on a seasonal and meteorological features. So I'm going to predict this column, the rentals. As a new data arrive, I'm going to predict the value of the rental. So here I'm going to specify the web page of the where you can find the database is akams/bike rentals. I'm going to specify the name. It's going to be bike rentals. It's going to be the tabular type, and you can put the description. I'm going to put here bicycle rental data. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to modify the settings and preview. So this is going to be file format delimit. Here is going to be the comma. The type of the limit is going to be the delimiter is going to be the comma. The encoding is UTF-8. Here only the first file has headers. I'm going to leave this as it is. I'm going to hit next. You can see here a preview of the database. I'm going to hit next. Here I'm going to include all columns except path. Let me review all the columns, and I'm going to hit next and create finally my dataset. Here it is. Everything is okay. So here in the Azure Machine Learning Studio, there is a feature called automated machine learning. This feature automatically tries multiple processing techniques and model training algorithms in parallel. These automatic capabilities use the power of cloud compute to find the best performing supervised machine learning model for your data. So I'm going to create a new automatic machine learning experiment. So first we need to hit a new automatic ML run. We need to select the dataset that we just created, the bike rentals dataset. I'm going to hit next. I need to specify the name of my experiment. I'm going to name it MS Learn Carlos. I need to specify the target column that I want to predict. This is going to be the rental column. I need to specify the compute type and the compute cluster that I just created first. I'm going to hit next, and I need to specify the type of machine learning experiment that I'm going to run. So I'm going to specify the regression type. This is going to predict a numeric variable. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to specify the validation type. I forgot. I need to hit back. I'm going to specify additional configuration settings, and here I'm going to specify the primary metric. The default is normalized root mean square error. I'm going to explain the best model. This option calls automatic machine learning to calculate feature importance for the best model, which make it possible to determine the influence of each feature on the predicted level. I'm going to unselect the use all supported models, and I'm going to use only the random forest and the light GBM. I'm going to hit save, and finally I'm going to hit next. I forgot again. I need to specify an additional configuration, the exit criterion. I'm going to specify 0.5 hours and 0.85. So this is all. This is going to end the experiment after a maximum of 30 minutes, and this metric is scored threshold. If a model achieves a normalized root mean square error metric, a score of 0.85 or less, the experiment ends. In concurrency, I will not change that. I hit and save, and in next I'm going to leave it as it is, auto, and I'm going to specify no test dataset required. I'm going to hit finish, and it's going to create the new automated machine learning run. So it starts automatically. You just need to wait to finish. You need to wait for the run status to change from preparing to running. It's in the running state. So after it finishes, you can see here the best model summary tab. You can see here the name of the algorithm that it performed best. For deployment of this model, you need to click here, and here you are going to hit the deploy button. I'm going to deploy it as a web service, and I'm going to specify the name. It is going to be predict rentals. You can put a description, predict cycle rentals. You need to specify the compute type. I'm going to specify the Azure Container Instance for testing, and I'm going to enable authentication. I'm going to hit in deploy. We need to wait for the deployment to start. This might take a few seconds. Finally, you can consume the deployment in this tab. You are going to need the REST, the URL, and the key of the resource to connect to. And this is all. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.